Hi, this is Bob Simon and welcome back. In the last video, you learned the differences between an inner join and a left join. In this video, you're going to learn how to write an inner join. Let's start with the blank query, open up dbeaver, and we'll create an outline first. All queries are going to include a select and a from. So let's add those placeholders. And if we go back to our Excel sample from the last video, we'll see that we have a left table listed here, and it's going to be coming from the NASDAQ price history table. And we have a right table over here that's going to come from the NASDAQ stock tickers table. So all this means is the left table is going to be listed first in your from statement, and the right table is going to follow. So let's do that. To specify which database we're coming from. So it's coming from Neon. It's coming from the NeonDB rather. It's coming from the public schema, and it's going to be the NASDAQ price history table. The right table has come from the same location, but this time it's going to be the NASDAQ stock tickers table. If you think back to an earlier video, we talked about column alias names. Well, we have the same concept for tables. We want to give a table name an alias name because when you're starting to build out your query and write your select statement, you have to tell the query from which table do you want to pull each field. And instead of writing out neondb.public.NASDAQ price history for every single field you want to pull from that table, it's a lot quicker to give it a different name. So let's just call it A. And let's do the same thing for the stock tickers table. We have to give it a different name. Let's call it B. I usually just use A, B, C, and D and increment from there. We said we're going to write an inner join first. So to write an inner join, let's write inner join. Inner join will come in between your A table and your B table, in between your left table and your right table. Now you need to specify which join field is going to connect the two tables. And to do that, you just type on, specify which table the first value is going to come from, and it's going to come from the A table. And it's going to be found in the symbol field. So you're just going to type a.symbol. Remember to wrap it in double quotes because we are case sensitive here with these tables in our column names. That's going to equal our B symbol field as well, right? It's a common field. We want the A symbol to match the B symbol. And when that happens, we want to pull data from each table. Now let's build out our where statement. Our where statement is just where we apply filtering. And if you remember where we had an earlier video about filtering, we actually showed how to filter on multiple options. And in this case, we're looking at Apple and Abacus. So we could write it out. We could say where the symbol equals Apple or symbol equals ABL. However, that's longer. We have an abbreviated way of doing this. So let's just say where A.symbol is in AAPL and ABL. So that's our two symbols for Apple and Abacus. We're also looking at 2023 only. So that's going to come from the A table again. And it's going to be the date field is going to fall within the range of 2023-0101. That's January 1st, 2023. And December 31st of 2023 as well. So we're almost done already. Now, what do we want to show? We could show all fields from both tables, at which point we can just do select star. And if we run this, you're going to see a lot of columns, probably more than you want. So let's say we want to see only the columns from table A, the price history table. You can actually preface this asterisk with the table alias name. And in this case, it's going to pull only the columns from table A. So let's run that and see how that looks. In this case, we have maybe 15 or 20 columns. Now we are going to have only our A columns, which, as you can see over here on my right, starts with date and ends with symbol. Same thing in our output, date and symbol. And we have 24 4 records, which is what we would expect. Again, if you come over to our Excel file, our left table has 24 records. It's always a good idea when you're starting out to plan your query off in a spreadsheet tool like Excel or Google Spreadsheets, because it kind of gives you an idea of what to expect. I did that and I knew I wanted to expect 24 records. And that's exactly what we got. If you got 36 records by filtering on 1 year and 2 stocks in a table where we are reflecting data on a monthly basis, then that probably means there's something wrong and we need to go back through and look at your query a little bit closer. Now, let's say we want to show the market category value from the B table. We're just going to, just like we learned earlier, selecting fields from a table, it's the same thing. You're just going to select a field from a table. And in this case, we're taking it from the B table or the stock tickers table. So we're just going to type B dot market category. And now we should see a similar output that we just had, but now we have an extra column and we have the market category. So in this case, a little bit different than the last video, because in the last video, we actually only returned the market category for Apple. In this case, we do have a market category in our stock tickers table that matches with Abacus, so you will actually see a value there. Now, let's say we wanted to keep it a little bit more true to the last video, and we want to see how you can actually filter a table by using an inner join. All you're going to do is you can actually, in your from statement, you don't necessarily only have to join columns, but you can even apply a filter in your join. So to do that, we just type and, let's align our next statement up with our prior. Let's say and the B dot symbol equals Apple. And this is going to get you a lot closer to what we had in our Excel example, where we have only 1 record in our right table. Basically, all we've done here is we filtered our right table to include only Apple. And now I would expect to see, instead of 24 records, 12 of which have a market category of Q for Apple and 12 with a market category of S for Abacus, we should only see 12 records associated with Apple. Let's see if we're right. There we go. We have 12 records. We have January through December in our date column. We have only Apple in our symbol column. And again, our market category is Q. So that is how you create an inner join. I hope you enjoyed this video, and in the next one, we will work on a left join. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free learning opportunities. Visit our website at datacoaching.io to set up a free personalized consultation. We'll be offering private, group, and corporate options, and follow us on LinkedIn for special announcements. Thank you.